YouTube decided I'm no longer allowed to use the music in my intro, so now, until I find another one, you're stuck with my voice.
What is up, guys? This is Lynthio coming at you with a interesting deck profile. This is something I've been working on for quite a little bit, and yeah, I do believe this is quite a original deck type. As you can see, these two do play a part in the deck very heavily. This is my Exodia Quasar deck. Now, it isn't what you would think. It's not what you're going to expect, and it is quite an interesting deck profile, and a lot of people that I've shown and played against had no idea what the hell I was doing until they got Quasared or Exodia'd, or you can do both in one turn. So it is kind of an OTK deck, FTK. It's just a bit of fun, so it's not highly competitive, obviously. I've been tweaking just the consistency, trying to tweak it as much as I can. Keep in mind, this is a bit of fun. I do realise that a lot of people don't like Exodia decks just because it is a solitaire deck, but this is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So I hope you do enjoy the deck profile. But here we go. So as standard, we have all of the Exodia pieces. This is, standard. You don't need to say anything. Any deck that doesn't run this is obviously not an Exodia deck. Any deck that is an Exodia deck has to run it. So here's where things start to get funky. So we have 3 Saggy the Dark Clown. I will point out important statistics as I go through. Main one, level 3, Spellcaster. I'll go through at the ends, like kind of the combos and such. Then we have 2, Galaxy Serpent. Level 2, Tuner is the important thing there. Obviously Dragon as well. Then we have 2, Flamvell Guard. Level 1, Tuner, Dragon. So, surprisingly, that is all the monsters that we play. So you can see there is a normal theme recurring in this deck, so I'll get straight into the spells, which is where we really kick off. So we have Enchanting Fitting Room. If you don't know what this card does, I don't blame you, because, it's not one that's exactly well known. But the effect is, pay 800 life points, pick up 4 cards from the top of your deck and special summon the level 3 or lower normal monsters among the picked cards to your opponent's side of the field. To your side of the field, sorry. Return all other cards to the deck. The deck is then shuffled. So basically, you pay 100 life points, play this. It's not a once per turn. Play it, and you flip over. And for example, if you get 4 normals, then you special summon them all. That's it. So you can see where a big part, the kind of synchro summoning part of the deck is. So this is kind of a very crucial card in the deck. So you want to draw that as soon as possible. We then have 3 Silent Doom. This is to aid us in synchro plays. It's mainly to get back Saggy, if I'm completely honest, because Saggy's the only one that I can't really get back that much, but he does play a crucial part because him and Galaxy Serpent equals Librarian and level 5s. So very important for Quasar and just very important for drawing. We then have 3 Tri-White. This card is so nuts in this deck, it's so fun. Tri-White, it basically does this. Targets 3 level 2 or lower normal monsters in your graveyard, special summon them from the graveyard. So, you get back your Exodia pieces, you get back Flamvell Guard and Galaxy Serpent and go nuts with synchroing. So, yeah, really cool. And works very well in the deck, obviously. We then have 3 Card of Consonance. I have 4 targets in the deck, so I don't really need to say much about that. 3 Dark Factory in the mass production. Because you use the normal Exodia pieces as an engine for synchroing and draw power, it's good to have these because obviously you want to get them back in your hand. You can also use this to recycle, to get back your spellcasters, and also to get back your tuners to use for that, Cards of Consonance. So, yeah, very important card, very arguably one of the most important because it allows you to get back your Exodia pieces. Then we have the draw engine, or one of the draw engines. The 3 upstarts and 1 day piece, don't really need to say much about that. Then we have 3 Wonder Wand. This is because, I'm sure you all know what it does. Attach to Spellcaster, tribute the card and the monster, draw 2 cards. Spellcasters, Saggy, and the Exodia pieces you can equip this to. So some things you can do is like, you can do Tri-White, play that on the Exodia piece, tribute it, so on and so forth. Another draw card is Elephant's White Gift, tribute a normal monster Oh, sorry, send one face-up non-effect monster you control to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. So you can see how that works very well in this deck. Then we have 2 Wherefore Art Thou, if you don't know what this does. If you control a face-up level 1 monster, add 1 level 1 monster from your deck to your hand during the end phase of this. Basically, during the end phase, you can play the card, you take 2,000 life points, unless you normal summon that kind of same card that you got. So it's basically just a dig for your Exodia pieces, or you can also dig for Flammable Guard if you really need to get drawing cards of consonance. And then the final one is Hand Destruction, just in case you are in a bit of a pickle and you want to ditch cards. So ditching the Saggies, for example, could be an idea. So that's the main deck. I'll go into the extra deck, and we have a 1 Shooting Quasar Dragon. To back that up, we have 1 Shooting Star Dragon, just because, you know, it's nice to have them. Then we have a 1 TG Halberd Cannon. This is basically just a Solemn Warning on legs, kind of. So, and it's 4,000, 4,000, you know, if I don't go into Quasar. Quasar isn't legal over here, so this is why it's a bit of a fun deck that I am actually showing you Quasar, but this is one thing you could go into with the big plays. So just kind of as an example, but it's also good to have. Then we have the 3 level 5s. TG Hyper Librarian, Catasta, silly me, Animades, so quite nice ones. TG Hyper Librarian is the main one there. Then we have level 4s, just because it's if I really need to keep digging for synchros and drawing, they're good to have. Army Arm's also good, and just a level 4s there. Level 3 Miss Birds, because again, if I'm in a bit of a pickle and just got a Librarian out and want to keep synchroing to draw, just kind of going up the ranks really. So, and then we have 3 level 2s. Formula Synchron, amazing card, and one of the new level 2s, mainly because it is a tuner. So it's basically just the same as Formula Synchron, you just can't draw it, obviously, because that's Formula Synchron's effect, but the fact that it's a level 2 tuner means that you have more options, and if Formula Synchron is dead, it means that, you know, you can still go into Quasar without it. And then finally the level 1s, we have 3 of them, just because Tri-White is a thing. Lionheart, Slacker Magician, and Soldier, just because. Lionheart, because it's good just to have. You can Tri-White 3 of the Exodia pieces if you really need to. Draw power or gain life points, and Slacker Magician just stalls. So that's a deck profile. I think I will show you kind of example of how the deck works. So here you go. Okay, so this can be an example of an opening hand. You've got Exodia Heads, which would be a good one to draw because it doesn't really have that much synergy with the deck. It's just there because obviously it's the main win condition. So, for example, if you draw for turn and you always want to get this card, you activate it to look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Okay, that was a little bit sacky. I promise to shuffle. So you special summon those 3. And you know you've got options now because you can kind of go into what you want. You can either do like cards of consonant play with Galaxy Serpent, or you can kind of go for the definite TG Hyper Librarian, then go for the White Elephant's Gift to draw to see if you can try and get something decent. You know, it's quite an interesting one to do. So yeah, we'll just go with that one just to see. So. I'll just bring these down here. Notice the camera's a little bit like kind of low, so we'll go with White Elephant's Gift just to get rid of it because we can still have the option to normal summon. So we have Tri-White and we have Silent Doom, which is quite good. So you got Exodia Piece in the Grave, Tri-White, cards of consonants in this instance now, because we do have the Silent Doom to get it back if we need it. That's another Exodia Piece, so we drew, what, 3, 4 in total, we just need 1 more, which is quite nice. At this point I would go for a 1-to-1 play, because in the Grave we have nearly all targets for Tri-White. Yeah, we have all targets for Tri-White now, so we'll draw another 2. Play the upstart. Play the upstart. So you got 3 Tri-Whites now, so this is a bit ridiculous. So you can do Tri-White, which Tri-White is get back those level 2 or lower normal monsters. So you go bosh, bosh, bosh. and you would sink for the formula. You wouldn't sink for the TG Hyperlibrarian, because you know that's kind of how you get the deck rolling. So you've kind of got that those there. Play the other Wonder ones just to get the draw power. We draw 2 more. Flambeau Guard. So this is kind of where it goes a little bit nutty. So draw the Flambeau, some of the Flambeau Guard, sink for Formula Synchron. Draw 2, which is nice. You see, kind of like at that point you could have done Wherefore Art Thou, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. In the grave you do have 2 Exodia pieces. You've got 1 in hand. So at this point you can kind of win. If you are wondering how you can win, you can do a tri-white again to get back. Let's see what we get back. Galaxy Serpent. I have? Yeah, I have a White Elephant's Gift. So Galaxy Serpent, because we'll go into another level 5. Flambeau Guard and a Exodia piece. Doesn't really matter kind of like which you do on that, because I'm going to White Elephant's Gift to draw 2 more, Hand Destruction, and another Silent Doom. I'm going to Wherefore Art Thou, because we've got a Flambeau Guard on the field to get the final Exodia piece into your hand. No need to shuffle it. Shuffle a deck, I suppose, just if I really do want to start drawing. We have 4 on the field here, so we have these 4. I will do the Silent Doom to get back the Saggy the Dark Clown in the grave. I do realise that's blurry as hell. Sink for another level 5. You can do whichever you want for this. We'll do Catasta. At that point we'll draw thanks to TG Hyperlibrarian. And basically we've won, because you can do Sink for Quasar. So that's a 5/5 and a 2. So you have Quasar out. You can still do more plays. This is your hand still. There's a card there hiding. And do Dark Factory and Mass Production to get the final 2 Exodia pieces. So that's just a very quick example. You saw that there was not much rigging I could really do there, to be honest, because I was just kind of doing a live test. But that's kind of the example of how you can win. And you know, you've got Quasar out, you've got these 3 left. Powerful, I suppose. It's just good to have. But that's kind of the example. Oh yeah, I still have another tri-white. That's just kind of the example of how the deck works. I'll say that it isn't like always going to do that. It's just kind of how the deck's orientated to work, and it's a bit of fun. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I don't know how many updates I'll be doing of this, because there's only a certain amount of kind of builds you can do without taking away the consistency, or the consistency that's left, really. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall catch you later.